Hi, first graders. Today I'm going to be reading you a fable written by Leo Leone. This is called It's Mine. It's Mine by Leo Leone. In the middle of Rainbow Pond, there was a small island. Smooth pebbles lined its beaches, and it was covered with ferns and leafy weeds. On the island lived 3 quarrelsome frogs named Milton, Rupert, and Lydia. They quarreled and quibbled from dawn to dusk. "Stay out of the pond," yelled Milton. "The water is mine." Which one do you think is Milton, the one that said, "This is my water"? "Get off the island," shouted Rupert. "The earth is mine." Which one do you think is Rupert? "The air is mine," screamed Lydia, as she leaped to catch a butterfly, and so it went. One day, a large toad appeared before them. "I live on the other side of the island," he said. "But I can hear you shouting, 'It's mine, it's mine, it's mine,' all day long. There's no peace because of your endless bickering. You can't go on like this." With that, the toad slowly turned around and hopped away through the weeds. No sooner had he left than Milton ran off with a large worm, and the others hopped after him. "Worms are for everybody," they cried. But Milton croaked defiantly, "No, this one is mine." Suddenly, the sky darkened, and a rumble of distant thunder circled the island. Rain filled the air, and the water turned to mud. The island grew smaller and smaller as it was swallowed up by the rising flood. The frogs were scared. Desperately, they clung to the few slippery stones that still rose above the wild, dark water. But soon, these too began to disappear. There was only one rock left, and there the 3 frogs huddled, trembling from cold and fright. But they felt better now that they were together, sharing the same fears and hopes. Little by little, the flood subsided. The rain fell gently and stopped altogether. All in the same. But look, the large rock that had saved them was no rock at all. "You saved us," shouted the frogs when they recognized the toad. So they weren't on a rock, they were on top of... The next morning, the water had cleared. Sunrays chased silver minnows on the sandy bottom of a pond. Joyfully, the frogs jumped in. Side by side, they swam all around the island. Together, they leaped after the swarms of butterflies that filled the air. And later, when they rested in the weeds, they felt happy in a way that they had never felt happy before. "Isn't it peaceful?" said Milton. "And isn't it beautiful?" said Rupert. "And do you know what else?" said Lydia. "No, what?" the others asked. "It's ours," she said. The end. Wow. Well, since this story was a fable, I want you to take a moment. I want you to think of what lesson you learned from this story. In fables, you normally learn a lesson. So let's take a second and think, what lesson did we learn from this story? Maybe that it's important to share. Might be something. Or that it's better to do things together sometimes than doing it on your own. Yeah, my favorite part was this. I'm going to go back and reread my favorite part. When Lydia said, "And do you know what else?" "No, what?" the others asked. "It's ours," she said. I think things are so much more beautiful and so much more fun when you have other people to experience them with. All right, I hope you liked this story. Again, it was called It's Mine by Leo Leone. We'll see you next time.